Hello and welcome to this, the very first episode of the Open Can podcast. My name is Alex, and today you'll be hearing from my good friends Mitchell, Reese, along with myself, discussing what we feel is the best football 1 to 11 of our lifetime. So sit back, crack open a can, and listen to us forget a bunch of players, and hopefully end up with a half-decent team at the end of it. Enjoy!
So, and goals, I put Iker Casillas.
I've done Neuer.
I went for Peter Cech because I remember him being solid with that Chelsea team. Growing up, I remember thinking it was between him or Van der Sar, and Peter Cech for me was just
Before or after the injury?
After.
Really?
I remember it might have been like the head protection that he wore, but I just remember him being so prominent.
Probably makes it stick in your mind more, a big fucking helmet when you're playing football. It's not something you see often, is it?
It probably is the helmet, which is why I remember him being so good, but I put Peter Cech. But I probably would put him up there, but that's because I didn't watch somebody like Casillas or Neuer enough to put him in.
Tom, why Casillas?
I just think the way that he's chucked into the Real Madrid team at such a young age, and he played for such a long period of time. His height as well, he was tiny, but he was still like an amazing shot stopper. He was good with his feet, he could do everything. He was kind of made out to be a superstar at such a young age, and he just kind of took everything under his kind of stride. Like, if you think of De Gea getting into Man United, he took a few years to kind of settle and kind of grow up, where Casillas was like already made into that position and arguably one of the biggest teams in the world, and he maintained that and sustained that over a long period of time. I just think he had everything and more, and over the course of the last kind of 10, obviously the last few years, maybe not the same, but it certainly kind of 10, 15 years at Real Madrid, I just think it was just the best.
Yeah, I think the De Gea one's like, obviously Casillas came through at Real Madrid, and I agree completely. Like, he come through at Real Madrid, what was he, like 19 when he went in goal the first time? And he was there ever since, like until he was 34.
The story was when they went to Man United in a Champions League game, and he was in class like the day before, and he got a call to say, like, you're in the squad, you need to go.
Aye.
It's like,
imagine that, man.
Imagine it's like he was like 17 or something like that. He never played, but it's just like, imagine he was chucked in at Old Trafford in a Champions League game.
I know.
Is he who you looked up to when you played in goals when you were younger?
He was certainly one of them, yeah.
Right.
I think the thing about being small, like, he's not, like, obviously I've got Neuer, Mitch has got Peter Cech, like Neuer's 6'4", and Cech's I think at least 6'4" as well.
Yeah.
I think lucky if Casillas was 6 foot.
Yeah.
That's the same with McGregor as well. For the last one, McGregor wasn't he more? He's 6 foot, bang on, I think. But
still a big unit, but
it's still a big unit. To go in at like a really young age at any club's kind of hard. But to go in at fucking Real Madrid, man, like,
and sustain it over a long period of time as well.
Yeah, be the first choice from the age of 19 to 33 or whatever, 34 before he went to Porto.
I just think that's incredible, and that's why I put my team.
Yeah. Right. I put Neuer because
he is 6 foot. Casillas is 6 foot.
Are they? Well, still kind of small, man. Like, that's
it's not big relatively terms.
Neuer. I just remember watching one of the World Cups, either 2010, 2014, maybe both, and I'm just getting everything in my mind. And then Champions League games as well. When Bayern Munich came on, obviously they won it under Jupp Heynckes, and then Guardiola came in and kind of changed Bayern Munich. I've never seen MD kind of so confident and like bordering on arrogant without going over the edge kind of thing. Like, he was probably did go over the edge, he's German, but like, I've never seen a goalkeeper that assured in everything that he was doing. Like, all goalkeepers at top level know what they're doing in terms of catching, shot stopping, goal kicks, corners, free kicks. They know how to set a wall up, blah, 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 blah. But he was the first beat of what we've got now. obviously you had goalkeepers that could play out through the back. Casillas could play out from the back, but he still came through. I think he came in the late 90s kind of thing. He still came through when a goalkeeper's job was to catch crosses, knock shots around the post, keep it simple. Neuer was the first to do you start the attack. If there's no Manuel Neuer, to me, best keeper in the world now is Alisson at Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no Manuel Neuer, who would you think?
I would say Oblak, but I just think Oblak's just
well, then that's a
stopper.
Yeah, well, that's
just
a good
like
point.
in the team that he plays in Atletico Madrid, they're put under so much pressure at times, and he's such a reliable shot stopper over a period of time. Alisson's probably the better all-round keeper, as just a goalkeeper than Oblak's for me.
In terms of what a goalkeeper, like, Atletico Madrid are really weird because they don't really, like, Simeone doesn't really do the play out from the back at all costs, and Oblak does. Like, I'm sure he can. I've never seen him have to do it, kind of thing. So I think it's like almost two different styles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Between like Alisson's a sweeper.
Yeah.
So to me, in terms of what goalkeeping is now, Alisson, Ederson is what you think of in the Premier League. I think Oblak has to be. I probably agree in terms of being a goalkeeper in the traditional sense. Oblak's probably the better one. But I think if there's no Manuel Neuer, we've not got this whole goalkeeper starting attacks now, being the first attacker rather than the last line of defence.
Yep.
I think he brought through a generation of goalkeepers and a generation of German goalkeepers as well. Ter Stegen at Barcelona.
Yeah, Bernd Leno.
Barman, Bernd Leno. Do you know what I mean? Who are we going for then? So what are the options? Casillas,
Cech or
Neuer.
Why did you try and put an argument for Cech? Mitchell rather than just he wore a hat?
No, the reason I put Cech, like I said, was just I remember growing up being like 11, 12 and really wanting to be a footballer, and he was like the I think it was that Chelsea team, I'll be honest, that Chelsea team when Mourinho was in charge were kind of the perfect team at the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's, to be honest, the reason I put him in, but hearing about the Casillas and stuff and what he did for so long at such a big club, to be honest, I'd go for him. Yeah,
I'm probably going to go with Casillas as well, Tom. See, just on Cech, like, see, you're saying there, like that Mourinho team, the first Mourinho team when he came into Porto, there was a hang on Sky earlier, and it was Chelsea away at Bolton, and it was the first Mourinho season. I think they won the league. It was Bolton when they had like JG Okocha and Fernando Hierro and that, man. It was bizarre, right? El Hadj Diouf.
In the York League.
Aye, mate. Honestly,
Big Sam Allardyce, hanging out his ear.
Aye, mate. It cut to the stand. Sven-Göran Eriksson's the England manager at the time, right? He's in the stand, and then it just kind of pans out, and Big Sam's like just sitting there. He's got the episode. Sammy Lee's in the touchline, not relaying the information. Man, it's brilliant. But I like what you're saying there, Chelsea, and it was what you're saying there, that Chelsea team. I think you can break it down even further than just that Chelsea team. You can go that Chelsea defence. You go the two centre halves and Cech. Now the fullbacks kind of changed, but obviously it was Wayne Bridge, then Cole came in kind of thing. But it was Carvalho, Terry, Cech were the three that kind of stayed every single time. It was just Cech was brilliant, but I think Casillas has to take it.
Yeah, but I do think I think if this is a couple of years' time, I don't see why Neuer wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because Neuer's done, he's won the World Cup, he's won Champions Leagues.
Casillas has won a World Cup and two World Cups and a Euros?
I think so. Yeah.
The two World Cups?
I think it's. I'm not sure.
Or did they do Euros, World Cup, Euros? 2008, 2010, 2012?
Something like that. It was like a spell of sustained.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, Casillas then.
Casillas, right.
Aye. I'm going to write underneath what I've got, what we decide on, right? We'll read it out.
I've got it here.
Oh, you've got your lineup maker? Aye, you fire away, son. Pen and paper, Neanderthal over here, man. Right,
right back.
First for the right back.
I put Dani Alves.
I put Dani Alves. Is it Dani Alves all round? There we go. That's an easy one.
Dani Alves. To me, he was the first that I've seen that was like attack, but it was also aggressive in defence.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit for how good a defender he was.
Yeah, he was great, especially in that team. You know, it's hard not to just put that whole Barcelona team in.
Yeah, oh mate. See, when I was writing this, like I refuse to ever put Sergio Busquets in it. I hate him. I hate Sergio
Really?
Busquets. Can't stand him. But I'm just looking now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of Pep's Barcelona team easily because I've done 11 easily. Like that's the best team of our generation.
Yeah.
By Dani Alves, you're right. Like he wasn't the first attacking fullback because you had Cafu before him, and do you know what I mean? But of the
Who'd have been
modern,
yours? Sorry, who'd have been your second choice if Dani Alves wasn't there?
Philip Lam.
That was my second, was Philip Lam. I just
It's
think
kind
his
of
flexibility that it was when Guardiola came in and he kind of played inverted fullback and then he played midfield and went back and played right back.
yeah. Well, Philip, he could do everything. He was just a football. It was like every talks about the Dutch Cruyff total football thing. Like Philip Lam never grew up in that, but he like epitomizes it for me. Like he could play centre mid, right wing,
attacking midfielder,
attacking midfielder easily. Like he's just so intelligent, and I never seem to. He's one of those ones though. How they always say like good defenders never go to ground. I don't ever remember Philip Lam big 10-yard slide tackles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless like it was, this is the best way for me to get this ball. It was never like a desperate lunge for the ball. But Dani Alves,
but just as a
he'll
pure
be remembered for all his attacking thing. But he was a really, really good defender. Like he knew when to tuck in. He could defend his back post. Positionally, like that Pep team, you had to know. Like it wasn't just about attacking. It was like when we lose the ball, I need to be in the best position for me to immediately win it back again. I think he was probably one of the best. Like outside the midfielders, who are obviously going to be the better footballers, kind of thing. He was the best. He could have again. I think he was like a converted winger. He used to be like a right winger, which most fullbacks are either. I think as Jamie Carragher said, you're a failed centre half or a failed winger. But he wasn't really like a failed winger, just a winger that played fullback and learned how to defend really well.
Yeah, and I do think his aggression.
Very aggressive.
He was so aggressive that it puts him above the other fullbacks.
And the way he just fucking ate that banana when that racist cunt threw it at him is kind of brilliant as well, isn't it?
That is brilliant. That was a great way to do it.
Could have been dangerous. What if it had been like, not to put needles and stuff in that? It's happened before, so took his life in his hands for that, man. Fair play to him.
Did they score after that? Aye, they did, didn't they?
Maybe I've got. I don't know if it's like a false memory I've got of him turning around afterwards and doing that to the crowd or something. Or if I'm making that up, making it bigger than it was. Right, centre halves. Who have we got first?
I'll go first. Right, I put in Vidic.
I knew you put Vidic. I knew that.
I just think Vidic was again so aggressive. Would put his head.
He'd do his own granny.
Put his foot. Aye, like honestly. And I'd put alongside him Puyol again for similar reasons. Just would put his life on the line.
Yeah, I think we're going to have very similar themes, man. Like all three of us. I've got Puyol in there. I've not got Vidic, but my other choice is very similar.
Who's your other choice?
We'll talk about Vidic a bit first, man.
Like, Vidic in my 11 as well. So
is he?
I think.
So I might go with you then.
It was just great, just solid. It was just a solid, good in the air.
7 out of 10 every week minimum. Sometimes a 9.
Reliable. Apart from Torres getting the better of him a few times.
Yeah, Torres had him. Torres had his number. That's the only thing, man. That's what stopped you putting in, because he was solid, but I distinctly remember a couple of horror shows that I'm like, I don't really. The two I've went for, I don't remember them having bad games. I can remember Vidic having some really, really terrible games. Like,
I mean, Torres ruined them.
Torres ended his career.
Yeah.
I think Torres at Liverpool. It's hard to say what could have been for a guy that's won Champions League, a World Cup, 2 Euros. Do you know what I mean? Like his trophy cabinet, to say how I failed. But do you think he was the same as Casillas, captain of Atletico Madrid at 19? Went to the Premier League, tore it up, got injured, tore it up again, went to Chelsea, everybody hated him, and he still scored the important goals to get them to the final, man. Yeah. He was ridiculous. Vidic, he was just solid, wasn't he? He just chucked himself at everything and anything.
Yeah, and I don't think he wasn't. I don't know where Man U signed him from, but it wasn't as if he was like a
Spartak Moscow. It was a Russian team, I think.
Ukraine. So he wasn't playing. It wasn't as if he was like a big money signing.
Yeah.
I just remember like if I was a striker, I'd have been keeping him.
I think there was a lot of teams after him, but I don't. It wasn't. I think it was one of those like it was before kind of Twitter and everything. Do you know what I mean? Like when they signed him. Because what was it? Like 2006. So social media wasn't what it is today. Like you wouldn't have endless YouTube clips as soon as they signed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of teams at the time probably were after him. It's one of those like if you chucked a bomb into the middle of the pitch and shouted winners, you'd go up header it. Do you know what I mean? Like you chuck a brick and shout winners, he'll stick his nut through that thing.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've got Puyol alongside him as well. I think
Puyol was a warrior.
With they two warriors at the back, they would just.
Of the both you got Vidic then, yeah.
Yeah.
I would put Vidic in then.
I'm just working out Mitchell's statement of Vidic's transfer fee wasn't that great. Hold on.
I think it was 6 million. I think
it was
10.5
million back in 2006.
Was it? I think I just make stuff up, don't I?
What are you looking? What are you getting that for, Tom? I've got 7 here.
Transfer market was.
Have you got transfer market? That's probably more accurate than Wikipedia. Yeah.
It depends, I suppose, doesn't it? But
it's not so much the fee; it's more. I like that it wasn't as if they signed him from Barcelona or Madrid or whatever.
Yeah, they've not went and got a Galactico.
Yeah, he was almost kind of unknown to a degree.
Yeah,
I don't think he was. I don't think he was unknown. Was it not? Because it was like is he Serbian or is he Croatian?
Serbian.
Was it not that they had like one of the best defensive records in the World Cup, and then Alex Ferguson bid on all 4 of them and ended up just getting Vidic? I'm sure that was a story.
That, really? I never heard that.
I'm sure it was something like that.
That'd be that's quite funny if that's true, isn't it? I want one of these Serbs. Get me one of them.
I guess what it was.
Like purple nose, man.
I suppose that's a good way to go about it, though, isn't it?
That's a good defence. Buy it.
Yeah.
But see, like even at the time though, like see, was saying it wasn't a big. See, 10 million. How much did Rio Ferdinand cost him?
More than that.
20 odd.
He was a lot of money because he was English.
A couple of years earlier. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously English premium at the time, but still like.
I don't remember Rio Ferdinand playing that much. Like in my memory, that's why he could have been my team.
Yeah.
He nearly was my team, I'll be honest.
Like you could always tell he was a really good player, but by that point, United were winning titles off a reputation. Do you know what I mean? Like you were beaten before you got on the pitch.
Yeah.
I think if we'd seen Ferdinand when he was at West Ham and Leeds, we probably would have said something different. But that was before we were kind of able to remember football. Do you know what I mean? Because football never existed before the Premier League, and then it never existed for us before 2004.
Yeah. So happy with Vidic was one of them, then.
Can I feel like I want to
go? What's your take?
Argue. Right. I've got Puyol from Ireland, but we'll get to him after. My other one's I've got Chiellini instead of Vidic. Very similar. I just feel still Vidic, I think. I remember him having horror shows, right? And I also remember as soon as he got injured, he just couldn't do it. I couldn't turn, wasn't quick. Yeah. What I said about, we were saying about Lamb, didn't go to ground, I feel Vidic was very reckless, and I don't like that in defenders.
Yeah, no, he was reckless.
He would just
throw himself. He loved a last-minute tackle.
He loved a last-minute tackle, and to me, if you're needing to make a last-minute tackle, something's failed defensively, right? And that's what I remember of Vidic. Last ditch, coming through the back of somebody to get the ball. And I'm like, I don't like that in a defender. Chiellini's got that head of your granny hang about him as well, right? But he seems a bit more in control to me. Like, I have seen him go to ground, but it's never last ditch. It's, this is the best way for me to win the ball. He's 6'2", 3", fast, can play as a left back, good in the ball, can play in a 2, can play in a 3, can step forward with the ball, can be a siege defender and just head up everything away every single day of the week. Can be your captain the same way that Vidic is. He's inspirational, he'll header anything. He can also talk you through a game. I feel like Vidic get talked through a game by Ferdinand quite often. Watching them, they were a partnership. I think if you take Vidic out of that, you saw when Ferdinand wasn't there. Put him with Johnny Evans, he's hopeless. Do you know what I mean? So I would have had Chiellini over Vidic, but if it's 2 against 1, then we'll go with Vidic, don't we?
No, that was a strong argument. I'll be honest with you. I haven't
It is
watched Chiellini enough.
The thing is, like, I love Italian football, so I've watched a lot of, and I love Juventus as well, because Juventus are the bastard team. Like, obviously they've hired Maurizio Sarri to bring in like good football now, but Juventus was like Marcelo Lippi, like originally was like, you do everything to win, and also they went a bit too far and started buying refs off. But like, they are the bastard team, and he is chief bastard. Like, he will punch you in the ribs when the ref isn't looking. He'll pull you back. He'll trip you up, nip at your heels, but he'll still shake your hand after the game. I can't look past him.
I actually agree with you in the sense of what you were saying, that I think if you go up against Man U and Vidic isn't in the team, it doesn't impact you as much as if you look at Juventus and he's not in the team, because
people always spoke about, see when obviously it was Conte at Juve and it was BBC, Barzagli, Bonucci, Chiellini, right? And then everybody was talking about Bonucci because Bonucci was the one in the middle that would step forward with the ball, ping a 60-yard pass over the top to Carlos Tevez, Morata, play it up to Fernando Llorente, do you know what I mean? Bonucci went to Milan because he fell out with, I think it was Allegri, and completely flopped. Juventus were fine. And it was Chiellini was still there. Barzagli was gone by this point. Chiellini was the only one that was still there. Or Barzagli was still there. He was like 35 and couldn't run anymore. Chiellini was still there. He held that together. I just think he's one of the best defenders that I can remember seeing.
Yeah. I'd probably change mine then for Vidic to Chiellini, if I'm being honest.
I think I'd be happy to put Chiellini in. Who's your other centre back, Tom?
Yes, Ramos.
Oh, that's a reasonable show.
Ooh, see, you're talking about bastards, man. There's a right bastard.
It is, but you would want that in your team as a centre back, do you not? I just think he's got good ability on the ball. He was mobile, enjoyed putting a tackle in, and he would.
So that's an understatement, isn't it?
He would do everything to win a game of football, though, and you'd want that as a centre half.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would stop me doing that was, I think he has the red mist, man. Doesn't know when to
Clear the line a wee bit.
Yeah. How many red cards? Not 18 red cards. I had like every single one of them was for like violent conduct.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, again, one went to Real Madrid very young from Sevilla as a right back. Became a centre half. Not tall. Only 6 foot. Obviously, he's no like Cannavaro small, but wasn't a big, massive unit. Reads the game well. I think if he could hold in his temper, like play with slippers easily.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to put him in. I've got Puyol, but I thought
Puyol was in my 4, so like it was Ramos just edged it for me, but I'd be happy to put Puyol in.
Yeah, I'd like to see Puyol in. I think he's got to be.
Yeah, I'll put Puyol in. That's fine. Especially
in like. I don't think Puyol is technically one of the greatest defenders ever, but.
Shouting chicken Chaz in the middle of the podcast, man. I saw it. What you saying?
I don't think Puyol technically is maybe
no,
the best defender
definitely not.
But for actual defence, so if you had him alongside a defender that could technically play, which they did have with PK.
I think you'd probably need to put if we're doing Chiellini or Vidic, you probably need Ramos in, because obviously Puyol could play.
Balance in it.
Puyol could play with the ball, but he's not like he was put with PK, who could play with the ball a lot better.
Yeah.
Puyol's the rock, and if you've got 2 rocks, it's not 1998 anymore. It's not what I mean.
Yeah, I'd happily do Ramos.
Yeah, I'm happy with Ramos.
Right, perfect. Left back.
Jordi Alba.
I put Patrice Evra, but.
Ooh, that's. Yeah, that could be a shout. I've just put Alba because same with Dani Alves, right? Winger, played as a fullback. That Pep team.
Yeah.
The way
he was the perfect left back for Barcelona as well, didn't he?
and he was different to, obviously Alves was kind of a marauding fullback in terms of like he'd get forward and everything. See, Jordi Alba's like a straight line runner, comfy deep, bomb that back post. I've never seen a fullback attack as aggressively as that. Just he'd be on the halfway line, the ball would be in the right wing, and he would pin his ears and go to that back post. And it was perfect for obviously Barcelona's wide players. Like it's when they got to that final third, would come in narrow, and you need fullbacks to hold the width. I've never seen a fullback in the modern era. I've never seen a fullback as good as him at holding that width and then using raw pace to just get the back post and score goals and set up goals as well. He's got older. He's 30s now. He's not as fast as he used to be. He's still fucking fast, right? But he's not as fast as he used to be. Positionally, he's got it all. Sorry, my dog's coming in here as well now. Lack of professionalism, man. Same as Alba, hard defender to get by, one-on-one. He's that agile that he can, if you turn him one way, he's got the ability to turn with you and he'll just track you all over the pitch. But Evra's a very good shout.
So for me, Evra, when like my first memory of Evra was obviously Man United, and then Juventus was kind of my second memory. So in Man United, Ferguson teams, generally the back four were quite a solid back four, whether he played 4-4-2 or when kind of Giggs tucked in and kind of played 4-3-3 for Ronaldo was going forward, whatever. But the fullbacks needed to be really defensively solid and Ferguson's system to work. They weren't really expected to do that much going forward. But then you also had to adapt if they were going against a lesser team. And then he also became Man United captain for half a season, I believe, as well. So to lead a Man United team from left back is like a position that's not considered to be a captaincy position. So he went from being like a solid defensive to a leader to then going to Juventus and playing as a left wing back.
Yeah.
And playing at a totally different system. So for me, he had every attribute and more to be whatever place you want to do, but I think he deserves in our lifetime to be the best left back.
Also like the way that he still tried to shake Suarez's hand after Suarez was a racist cunt.
And then celebrated in front of him.
Takes a lot of balls to that. Done it the right way, man. A lot of respect for him for that. Yeah.
David Thornlow, that's why he's in my team. I think he could have played at any club in the world. I think he could have played wherever he wanted to. What I would like to give a mention to Marcelo though. Not the greatest defender, but technically,
I just think Marcelo's another Brazilian player who's overhyped.
I think he's a bit overhyped, but I think technically I just want to give him a wee shout.
He's a very, very talented footballer. I genuinely, I was thought about that before this started. I was like, would I put Marcelo in? Because I was like, it was going to be somebody from like Real Madrid. I was going to put Roberto Carlos, but I never realised he was gone by the time I properly remember football. Yeah. Marcelo came into my head, but I'm like, nah, it's that Brazilian futsal five-a-side. It's all about the flicks and the tricks, and I'm like, a fullback should be 7 out of 10 every week, and the good ones push it to 9 out of 10. And I think Evra's the perfect. Evra was just solid, but he was good.
For me, thinking about it, Marcelo came into my head, and then you think about it, does he get ahead of Evra? No. Does he get ahead of Ashley Cole? No. Does he get ahead of Jordi Alba? No. So then he doesn't really come anywhere near it.
Ashley Cole's a shout, by the way. I think.
He never in my team though because he left to go to Chelsea. So
I know. That's what I was going to say. Ashley Cole's not in your team because he's Judas number 1 for you, innit? See, I might change mine to Ashley Cole, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, never really considered.
He was my close second. That was my two, Evra and Cole.
I'm going to stick with Alba, but close second is Ashley Cole. I think probably hated a bit. He's given a lot of credit for how good he was, right? But I think there's a lot of romanticism in England about that Arsenal team. The fact he left it to go to, at the time, the new kids on the block in Chelsea. Probably, if he'd went to like Real Madrid or Barcelona, I hesitate to say it, Manchester United, like, probably would have been given a bit more like respect and stuff.
Yep.
But I'm going to stick with Alba, but Evra's tough to see past.
For me, I think Evra's still my number 1 pick.
We going Evra?
I think we have
Aye,
to. If
it's
two.
Everett.
Midfield three. Why did you say your midfield three? Yeah, that's good. I'm sure there'll be some similarities in all three years.
Right, I've got to go the gaffer. Gerrard.
Right.
Lampard. Controversial. Not a midfield two, so they can play together. And behind the two of them, I've got Claude McAlealy. The original and best holding midfielder. None of this Sergio Busquets, pass it sideways and backwards nonsense. Claude McAlealy was the best defensive midfielder there ever has been and ever will be. The Gerrard and Lampard. England could have had another World Cup if their national team managers did not try and play 4-4-2 every single fucking time. If you'd done 4-3-3, and to please Mitchell, we'll put Paul Scholes in there as well, right? A midfield three, Scholes, Holding, Gerrard and Lampard. Probably wouldn't have played Scholes. Owen Hargreaves might have been a better shout if he had knees. Carrick.
I mean, they tried to play Scholes out wide, which is just bizarre.
But he spoke about this. There was an article in The Athletic the other week. He played out there for Manchester United. Alex Ferguson played him there and he never had a problem with it.
Did they? I never knew.
No. He said, I was quite happy playing out wide. I wasn't as fast, but at Man United, what happened was he started in the left, and when they were defending, he was out in the left. When they were attacking, he was told, because Scholes was originally like a number 10 goal scoring midfielder. Like we remember was kind of deep line pinging passes because he was older, but he had license to get into the box, get in the end of things and stuff. But Gerrard and Lampard, people try and argue about who was the best. Like Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes. All different players. Gerrard was a marauding number 8, up and down, box to box, all action, Roy of the Rovers, tackled everything, took all the penalties, goals, passes, dribbling, he could do it all. Lampard was like an 8.5. He could do the box to box stuff, but he was better kind of drifting.
Lampard's on my team, right? And he scored 177 goals, and the second highest scored midfielder only scored 120. That's just like incredible.
Yeah.
I don't see how Paul Scholes.
Is he that high? Did you say?
Yeah, Lampard's goal scoring numbers are the numbers of a striker.
Yeah,
like,
it's unbelievable.
Before Messi, Ronaldo just destroyed all statistics and records, Lampard's numbers would have been held up to be unbelievable. They still are unbelievable, but he was getting numbers that a lot of very good and well-respected Premier League strikers would never have dreamed of hitting.
Yeah.
Gerrard, obviously I'm biased because he's the gaffer of Rangers, right? But he is Roy of the Rovers, like talking about Casillas, right? Earlier, young guy, captain Real Madrid, all that pressure. He was doing it when, obviously there's an expectation to win at Real Madrid, but they were winning. Gerrard had all this pressure to do everything when realistically the rest of the team was fucking shit. There's a lot of good players in there along the years. Xabi Alonso was a very good player, but he left. Mascherano was a good player, but he left.
I never thought of Xabi Alonso was a great
Who's
player.
your three, Mitchell?
I'll let Alex finish.
No, on you go, mate. Just fire in.
You sure?
Aye. I'm just going to start pontificating about the boss, man. It's fine.
Well, so obviously I don't really know who's holding. I'll tell you the three I've got in there. I've got Scholes, obviously. I've got Iniesta.
Tom Cleverley.
Yep.
Andrew Pirlo.
Oh, Pirlo's the holding one.
But the way I would play it is I'd play it with Pirlo probably would be the holding one, to be fair. I'd like him at times to, he pushes forward, Scholes can drop in and hold, and they just can alternate between the two. But the reason Scholes is in, I'm quite biased. Scholes is my favourite player of all time. But I also just think I don't know if he's the greatest midfielder of all time, but I think he's definitely one of them. Definitely one of them. I'd put Scholes in before I put Xavi in, or I put any other names along that line.
He is up there. Yeah, he's up there. Not a lot of legs in that midfield, man.
Not a lot of legs.
Not a lot of pace in there.
The way I see it for the three in the middle of the park, I just want triangles. triangles all the time. And the pace comes up top.
See, if we're playing five-a-sides, man, I'd go with you every single day of the week.
And I think the reason Pirlo's in, I remember, I think it was, I don't know what Euros it was, in 2012, that we got the final.
Yeah,
We got
Balotelli's.
Spain.
Yeah,
Balotelli's
Balotelli's
one,
rocket.
I remember watching that tournament, and Pirlo just made Italy pick the whole game, the whole tournament. Sorry, and I think if Pirlo wasn't in that Italy team, they wouldn't have got as far as we got.
I think Pirlo became kind of like a hipster choice in terms of football. Like, obviously,
Yeah,
Milan said he was done, and then he went to Juventus and won back-to-back league titles. Like, Milan said he was too old, couldn't do it anymore. Then he, all of a sudden, like, we start seeing this great Juventus team turn up, and Pirlo's right in the middle of it, just controlling, pulling strings. He's just really fucking cool guy, isn't he? Like, long hair, sunglasses, beard, kicking about Italy, drinking wine. But
the reason he is in my team is purely because I remember watching, I think it was Euro 2012. I think it must have been in that whole tournament. He was for me the greatest player for that tournament.
yeah, he kind of sticks in your mind.
I just remember
He's like a guy that stands out.
Unreal.
Yeah,
He didn't run. He just kind of like talk about gliding along the park, just pick up the ball for the pass, and then Iniesta's in because
it's an Iniesta,
I think
isn't
he's just a genius, man. Anytime I watched him play, I just think you couldn't get near him.
Well, guy won a World Cup. Guy scored a World Cup winning goal. He's
Yeah.
got to put him in for that alone, to be honest.
I know. I remember just thinking it was as if there was always glue on his boots. The way sometimes he would dribble was just, he didn't need pace because he was so good on the ball.
Yeah.
In a way, is the way I always thought. So that's my thing. I think Essien nearly made the cut.
See, to be fair, like, Essien was, if he wasn't injured so much, he was a beast.
Yeah.
He was fast, strong, really good player.
Mm-hmm.
You see the goal against Barcelona? I was going to say that tie against Barcelona, I think Iniesta scored the winner, maybe, to put them through. But I think Essien scored the first goal of that, or the equaliser, maybe. And it was right-hand side of the box, cut across it, and he like spun it around the head of Didier Drogba and back inside the post. One of the best goals I've ever seen, man.
Yeah.
By Iniesta, a good shout.
Because I've got Pirlo and Scholes, I could easily take one of them out and put a kind of more defensively minded midfielder in that would be Essien.
How old was Scholes in 2006?
I don't know, must have been coaching.
I'm just thinking, we saw like Scholes towards the end. It's like he retired and came back.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when I remember him. I don't remember him being like.
I remember more. I don't remember obviously like the 90s Scholes. I remember more the.
Yeah, because I think that's peak Scholes. I think that's where you get the player that he really was.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's as well probably just because I'm a Man U fan. I remember watching him in front of the defence, and he would just ping passes all day long.
It was like a wee English Pirlo, like from what we think of Pirlo.
Yeah, and I also, the reason I put him in as well, and what I like about him is he never really wanted to do interviews and stuff like that when he was playing.
He's quite a shy guy, wasn't
he? Yeah, and even, I don't know if it's true, but there's that story that he didn't even have a manager his whole playing career. And
like an agent?
Like an agent, sorry, aye. And Inter Milan wanted to sign him, and they couldn't get a hold of his agent because they didn't have one. I just like that kind of idea that he wasn't into all the glamour and stuff like that.
It comes across like that, but I think it comes across as like, obviously he's a pundit in BT. Mm-hmm. It comes across like boredom to me sometimes. Like I get the impression he's bored. It doesn't like when that what's that guy's name? Humphrey or something? Jake Humphrey.
Jake Humphreys. Yeah.
When he starts talking, he's like, "Hi guys," or "Welcome back to BT Sport." You can see Paul Scholes like, just like, let's talk about the football. Like,
I think
Tomo, who you got?
So I agree with Lampard. I think he has to win the team. I don't think there's any arguments. Then I also get Iniesta as well. Again, I think speaks for itself. And then my next one's maybe a bit controversial, and it probably is controversial. It's controversial to my previous point about Ashley Cole, but Cesc Fabregas would been my all-time 11. I just think he's technically good. He could play keeper. He could play the number 10. He played out wide for Barcelona. He
Played up
captained
front
Arsenal.
played up front for Barcelona as well.
He captained. He won multiple titles with Spain across that period of time. And I think Spain were playing like 7 midfielders at a time, like in different formations, just to fit them all in. Like for me, that speaks for himself. He captained Arsenal at 19. He's done it at Arsenal in the Premier League at a young age, and he went to Barcelona, won stuff, and then he came back and was on Jose Mourinho's 2 years when he was playing deeper or in the number 10 position. Then he dominated the Premier League again. I think he was a versatile, technically good leader, good attributes, and he proved himself in multiple different situations, internationally, abroad, and in England.
Yeah. I don't know. I get what you're saying. I agree. Like he was I don't know. Obviously, he left Barcelona to go to Arsenal, and then when he went back to Barcelona, there was all this hype. And I distinctly remember everybody in Barcelona was kind of underwhelmed by him. They thought he was going to be better. But then also they'd been spoilt by Xavi, Iniesta, Messi was there. I don't know, if you said to me, like, right, you're picking 4-3-3, right, and say you've already got your holding midfielder, Sergio Busquets, or call it a defensive midfielder, right, and you said you can only pick 2 out of Xavi, Iniesta, Fabregas, I'd still go Xavi, Iniesta. I don't know why. I just wouldn't. You're right though, like he captained Arsenal at 19 and a team with Bergkamp, Henry, Vieira would have just left.
Probably just left, but he had Gilberto Silva in there as
Gilberto Silva.
Sol Campbell might have still been there.
Sol Campbell, aye. Martin Keown was still there at that point?
No, that didn't after his time.
Really?
Jens Lehmann would have been in there, German international.
Mouthy bastard as well.
It's mental he captained that team.
Did he get 100 goals for Arsenal?
Couldn't tell you. Don't know.
Let's check that.
I don't think he would have. I can't see him being that profit.
I think
I've got it in my head that there was like 3 seasons in a row when he was banging them in. No, not even close.
Yeah.
35. No, 100 goals. Aye, 35. So he had 212 appearances for Arsenal with 35 goals, 96 appearances for Barca with 28 goals, 138 appearances for Chelsea with 15, 31 for Monaco. He's still at Monaco. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one.
We need to pick our 3 combined, so for me, I think Iniesta and Lampard need to be in it, and then we need to pick the other one.
I'm sticking with Gerrard, man. He's as close to Roy of the Rovers as you one-man team. Champions League in Athens, single-handedly won it.
I'd be happy with Lampard, Gerrard, and Iniesta.
I do think Gerrard's. I would happily have Gerrard instead of Scholes.
I feel
happy.
Yeah, if you want one moment, somebody to step up, Gerrard.
Yeah. No, I'd put him in. So we go for it was Gerrard, Iniesta, and Lampard.
Yep.
And then front 3, can we just get the 2 out of the way?
Aye, Messi, Ronaldo, done. Who's the striker?
Are you happy with that, Mitchell?
Right and left, yeah.
I kind of, obviously like Messi would go in, but I was like, well, if I didn't put Messi in, who would I put in?
Yeah. Will we try to do that instead?
Yeah, because I wouldn't play Messi out loud. I'd play Messi.
But if it's the best 11, it's got to be the 2 of them, doesn't it?
I think so. There's no question.
Yeah, it's Messi, Ronaldo.
If it wasn't Messi.
If it wasn't Messi, right? We'll do it for talking sake. Messi and Ronaldo are in, right? For talking sake.
Mm-hmm. Well, how are you lining Messi and Ronaldo up? Are they going? Who's your top 3? Front 3?
Ronaldo kind of left wing, Messi right, and then I've got a striker through the middle. But also it's going to be like free for all if they get in the box and give it to Leo.
So mine could kind of fluctuate as well, obviously, but Messi starting right, Ronaldo starting left, and add on me through the middle. But obviously we play further out left as well, so Ronaldo could still play through the middle.
I've got Benzema.
Benzema, really? Benzema.
See when you think about it, right? Karim Benzema signed for Real Madrid along with who was that summer? Kaká came in, Ronaldo came in, Benzema came in, Xavi Alonso came in, and Arbeloa came in as well. That was like the summer. And see if you look at Benzema had to sacrifice everything for Ronaldo, right? Like he's still at Real Madrid. He Ronaldo was a left winger that wanted to play up front and ended up playing up front, right? Benzema was an out-and-out striker. When he came through at Lyon, I remember he played against Rangers actually, and he ran them ragged at like 20. Just tore the back four apart. And this is back when Rangers were still fairly good in Europe. Well, we're good in Europe now again, but back kind of early 2000s, we still had like good players like De Boers and stuff.
Yeah.
He went to Real Madrid as a superstar, and he had to do all of the defensive work for Ronaldo. He had to track out to the left wing for Ronaldo. He had to hold the ball up to get in Ronaldo. Ozil was still there playing passes through to Ronaldo and Ronaldo alone. Everything at Real Madrid. I don't think we really understand it in terms of like just football fans about Messi and Ronaldo, how much power they had at Real Madrid and still have at Barcelona, now at Juventus. Everything at Juventus is set up for Ronaldo. And it was the same at Madrid. And even despite that, right, so he played 338 games for Real Madrid and scored 162 goals. That's a lot of goals. Like, see, before Messi and Ronaldo distorted the numbers, you'd look at that and go, he had a really great career at Real Madrid for a striker.
Yeah.
See, in terms of what was saying earlier, 6'2", can win things in the air. What in terms of the ball at his feet, can dribble, it's fast, hold up play, he can play passes, he can play crosses, free kicks, penalties. He's the all-round striker, and he had to sacrifice everything, and he'd done it with very little complaints. Because he knew Ronaldo's our best way of winning, and they won La Decima, multiple Champions Leagues, multiple La Liga winner. I'm sure he won a French league as well. World Cup. Oh, sorry, it didn't play in the World Cup because of Matthew Valbuena, but France, I think he's got 27 goals and 81 appearances for the French national team as well. I can't look by Benzema in terms of like what I can remember week in, week out.
Who'd be your striker, Mitchell, just out of curiosity?
So I had Ronaldo out on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, Man U Ronaldo.
I've actually got, I don't know if you can see it, I've got in brackets Man U Ronaldo. See it? Because I think out on the right he's great, he's great out on the left, he's great down the middle. But as you say, he'll kind of switch over. Obviously I had Messi as my striker. And out left I had Gareth Bale.
Ooh.
Purely because I remember at one point Gareth
Spurs
Bale
scum.
Unstoppable though.
That
he was lethal.
Inter Milan. That Inter Milan game.
Gareth Bale was like, he was strong, powerful, quick.
He's an athlete.
I remember at one point it was almost as if any shot he hit was going top in. I just remember him being like absolutely lethal. And even in his early days in Real Madrid as well, it was, I mean, the Champions League against Liverpool, that goal he scored, like the bicycle kick.
Yeah.
There's one against Champions League final.
One against Barcelona as well. The ball out in the left wing. He knocked it around the guy. Yeah. The guy knocked him off the pitch, and he just ran round him.
Yeah.
Like, Bale was like just an athlete. I don't know. I feel like with Gareth Bale, obviously, how can you say what could have been about a guy that captains his country, is so well loved by his country, Champions League winner, but prefers playing golf? Do you see the one the other day he said about, I'd love to go to the MLS because there's a lot of good golf courses out there. See, like, obviously Real Madrid's unique in terms of, like, he went over there and his car was getting battered. Like, the training grounds, like, it's weird. Like, the training ground supporters can just walk in. It's like a tourist attraction.
Mm-hmm.
But the Real Madrid players drive out this way, and the fans line up. And if they don't like you, they fucking throw things at your car. And this guy must be going over there like, what the fuck? I'm the most expensive player in history, and there's no security to stop these scumbags chucking bricks at my car.
Yeah.
This cost me £1 million. Like, I think Gareth Bale's a bit of what if, but he obviously just doesn't like being in Madrid. Doesn't like that bubble.
I thought it was a bit strange when he was going to go to China. Obviously, there's a lot of money, but I still feel as though he could play.
Probably some good golf courses out there.
Definitely. But the reason I've got him in is because I remember watching Tottenham.
Yeah.
It was just unreal.
That season before he went to Madrid.
Unreal, man.
And then I think it was 2 legs against Inter. He just peak Maicon.
remember.
like marauding right back of the time,
Mhm.
just single-handedly took him apart.
Yeah, but even like I say, like things like that Champions League final, that goal against Liverpool, that to me is if MDL scores that, it's
Ronaldo, imagine the scenes if Ronaldo had scored that. Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
That fight, Ronaldo's on the team, and you could see. That's the one thing I hate about Ronaldo, right? Whenever somebody else does something, you can see that he hates the fact it wasn't him doing it.
yeah,
And in a way, that's good because he wants to be the best and blah, but it's like an almost jealous thing.
Mhm.
Like, how dare you? That's my thing.
Mhm.
That was a ridiculous. You're right. That was like running away for goal. The ball's going away for him. Edge of the box. He jumps up and overhead kick into the back of the net, man.
Unreal.
Ridiculous.
That
Would
is
you see you had on Tom?
Yeah, so what I would like my first like clear memory of watching football would be the Barcelona Arsenal Champions League final in 06. And obviously Jens Lehmann gets sent off and then Henry had to play up front himself and so Campbell scored the header and then so Henry was playing against their four centre backs like completely isolated out there. And there was a time that he like just took it by like four players and they took it into the corner and you could see it was like totally done and he just totally led the team.
Yeah.
Like you could see the team were just totally sitting back, but he single-handedly led the team. And then obviously watching highlights and Invincibles and stuff, that was such a good team. But then as the team started to deteriorate after that, he was such a driving force. And then when he went to Barcelona, like we talk about the Barcelona teams of 08 to 2012, like Henry was a part of that. And he was like the perfect player to play on that left-hand side. Like he would stay wide and then he would come in and still have an impact in the final third, just kind of Guardiola wanted to play. So as much as Gareth Bale had the impact at Tottenham, he's not had the impact Real Madrid he wants to, maybe because of other factors. He's kind of maybe fell in love with it because of other things, but he's not had a consistent impact. Whereas Henry was able to do it over a course of 4 years, whatever it was at Barcelona's peak Guardiola team. And he also led Arsenal teams to winning leagues, Champions League finals and stuff like that, which they've not achieved since he's left.
Yeah.
So for me, to be a leader, a captain, and the quality he possesses, like some of the goals he scored is just incredible.
Yeah, there's like that finish. We all know what we're talking about here when you say the Henry finish. Coming in to the left, stepping across the ball, hitting it with your right foot into the far post. That is the Henry finish. Barcelona, like, see before he went to Barcelona, I think 2 seasons previous, they tried to get him. Like, obviously, people we remember him because he was in the Guardiola team. Barca were like very. There was players they wanted to get before they even had Guardiola. Henry was one of them because they just knew Henry's born to play for it. Like, obviously, he was born to play for Arsenal. Like, he is Mr. Arsenal kind of thing. After Tony Adams, probably, but I don't know how good you feel about Tony Adams, man. He's a bit of a nutcase, but
some of his opinions are quite far-fetched.
Keep them on the down low, Mr. Jazz hands. Henry, like, they tried to get him for 2 years, and he just was like, "No, I'm staying at Arsenal." And see what you're saying about the deterioration. I think he just went, "This is enough." Like, how old was he? He was late 20s when he went to Barca.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got another 4 years in me. I need to go and do something else.
Max, yeah, I've got 3-4 years in me. I need the Champions League kind of thing, and he went and done it.
Just in our lifetime, I just don't think there's a better striker, an all-round striker.
So, I'd go with so front three is Messi, Henry, Ronaldo. Then
I would say so.
Done.
I'm happy with that. Aye.
Right. So for talking's sake, then to get the two out of the way, Messi and Ronaldo, as if a magical world existed, Messi and Ronaldo didn't exist.
I think Bale's got to be in there.
Bale, but has he been consistent enough? I feel like he's had a couple of good seasons.
Arguably, no. Maybe that's the only reason.
Then is that me being super? Is that me being really harsh because we've grown up with Messi and Ronaldo? Because if you think about it, he's had really good seasons. He's won everything.
I think if Messi and Ronaldo never existed, then Bale would, at one point would have been the best in the world. I think he'd have had a different career, so to speak.
Yeah.
But then also, and this is like a different one, that even thought about the best players we can remember watching that last World Cup. Mbappe, to be honest, for me, I know he's young and you probably can't put him in there. Watching him, he just looked as if he was playing. It was easy.
Yeah.
And I would argue Mbappe is probably one of the best I've watched.
Yeah, like we said earlier, he is the next one. When Messi and Ronaldo retire, which is, who knows, it's So they're both in their 30s. It's going to be sooner rather than later, but he's the heir to the Ballon d'Or. It's his whenever he wants it, kind of thing. For me, one of them's got to be Arjen Robben for me. If Messi and Ronaldo don't exist, Arjen Robben is on that right wing, right? Obviously, he came through, he was at Chelsea, he was a left winger. Went to Real Madrid. It was all right. Didn't really work. Went to Bayern Munich, sorry. I love a player, right? Michael Moles had it at Rangers. It was the Moles turn. Every single player knew he was going to do it. Could see it a mile off he was going to do it, but there was nothing you could do to stop it. He'd turn you and he'd do it. What he would do, he would run in and he'd kind of jump to his left and turn away again. And you could see it. You knew it was going to happen and he just done it. Arjen Robben gets the ball in the right wing. And if you're a fullback, you go, don't let him get inside. Don't let him get inside. He's going to curl it at the back post. And then as soon as you go, don't let him get inside. He's inside and he's curled it at the back post. There's nothing you can do to stop this guy getting the ball, putting it on his left foot and just curling it around you into the back post. And every single, and I think there's something beautiful in football about somebody that can get the ball and go, I'm going to do something. You know I'm going to do something. Sorry, I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to do this. And you know I'm going to do this. And there's, you know as well, there's nothing you can do to stop me doing this. I think there's just something brilliant about that. How, like, if I say Arjen Robben, you think of yellow Adidas boots, getting the ball, a wee one touch on his left foot, and then just whipping it round. If I said Arjen Robben, you imagine a wee semicircle for a ball, just going round the corner. So
if they two never existed, Lewandowski would have to be in my 11. Yeah.
Oh, now. I never even considered Lewandowski there.
As a poacher, like goal scoring records at Dortmund and then at Bayern Munich, just like consistently, just it's just mental. Like you'd be fearful playing against him as a centre half, like totally fearful.
One for like he will single-handedly tear you to bits,
and like you're just guaranteed to get goals at him. And he's done it for a consistent period of time.
Messi and Ronaldo aren't there. My front three is Robben on the right, Lewandowski through the middle, and Henry in the left.
Yeah. I don't think I'd change that as I'd put Bale in for Robben. I'm quite happy to put Robben in, but I would have.
I think it's 6.5. It doesn't really. I just feel Robben has had a consistency about him.
No, I think that's what edges it with Robben.
Yeah, I would have to go Robben over Bale.
You can't put it. Former Spurs player, can't do it, can you?
Sorry.
Is that us then? That's it. So Tom, read us through the team then. Or before we do that, actually, who's the captain?
It's got to be Gerrard in our team, I'd probably say.
How would Messi and Ronaldo feel about not being the captain? I suppose Ronaldo was never really the captain at Real Madrid or Inter, Juve, is he?
No.
Casillas and Ramos were the captains.
I also think if you gave one of them the captaincy, it'd disrupt.
Aye. I'll go deep dive into the psychology of this imaginary team here, aren't we?
It would still be Gerrard for me, I think.
Gerrard for me as well. I think Gerrard.
Aye, probably, innit? It's Gerrard.
I think the reason you need to give it to him is because every player in that team would respect Gerrard enough to not have an issue with it.
Yeah. Obviously Ramos is the Madrid captain. I just don't trust Ramos to be on the pitch long enough.
No.
Just can't do it, man.
He's our wild card.
Aye. In more ways than one, man. If you have a corner last minute of a Champions League final, Sergio might go up and score the winning goal, but he also might header the keeper instead.
Wait, I've got another one to throw in. If we were having 3 subs, defence, midfield, and up front, would 3 subs be?
1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 attacker.
Puyol would be my other defender.
Puyol's got to be that.
Midfielder, probably have Xavi probably as my 4th, and then attacker I would have Lewandowski as my sub-attacker.
Is Lewandowski on the team?
No.
Lewandowski the team if we've not got Messi Ronaldo. I'd go with Lewandowski as well. Oh, that's hard. How do you spell Lewandowski? There's a lot of W's in there.
That's why I put it in.
On V's easy to spell in it, just like Henry. I'm trying to think defender. Defender's hard because I'd want to have somebody that can play full back and centre half.
See, I just moved Ramos on.
Ramos to right back, yeah, exactly.
Suppose.
And then Chiellini can play left back.
True. That was my whole argument earlier. I can't believe I forgot that.
But then you could, if you're thinking that, Alex, you could put Philip Lam in, then you can kind of play whatever though. Be a good versatile player.
I was do 2 subs, Philip Lam and Lewandowski, man. Philip Lam can do everything else. Could have 2 Philip Lams. Could have 3 Philip Lams. I'll do Philip Lam, and it's got to be Xavi, innit?
Xavi and Lewandowski.
I'd have Chicharito.
Who'd be your sub keeper then? If you could have a fourth.
Neuer.
Aye.
I'd probably say Buffon, but
would you say, see if we're talking legitimate people you want to bring on to win the game, would you not argue that Chicharito should be in it? Fernandes?
No, because you'd be Lewandowski, mate, and Xavi.
Different levels, Mitchell.
As much as I love the little P, no.
Why was it called the little P? What was that?
That's what Chicharito means, little P.
Is it?
Yeah. See, to be honest, like our team, I don't think you need somebody to come up in the last minute off the bench.
They're probably winning most games.
Dani Alves, Sergio Ramos, Giorgio Chiellini, Patrice Evra, Iniesta, Gerrard, Lampard, Messi, Henry, Ronaldo. I think if there's last minute winners, like go to the subs, just sit back down, boys. Just leave it. Somebody give them some.
You want to bring on Chicharito?
To be fair, see, think about it, right? Manchester United, Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, forget about West Ham and LA Galaxy, right? He's not had a bad career. It's not great. I wouldn't bring him on, but still. Why are you proud of him? Tell us why you're proud of Chicharito.
Just to go into Real Madrid and, like you say, just have the career he had.
To be honest, all the Real Madrid fans have a lot of respect for him. They think he worked hard, never caused any bother, scored the odd goal. Aye. He's a. If he'd played in the 90s, he would have been a lot better. He's a poacher.
Yeah.
Right, Tom, you've been out the team then?
Right, so our team would be Iker Casillas in goals, Dani Alves right back, Sergio Ramos and Giorgio Chiellini at centre back, Patrice Evra at left back, and then a midfield three of Gerrard, Lampard and Iniesta, and then a front three of Messi, Ronaldo and Thierry Henry, with a bench of Philip Lam, Xavi and Lewandowski.
It's not a bad team, that, is it?
And I'll give you Neuer as a sub-keeper as well.
Cheers, mate, I appreciate that. How much, right? Today's money. Oh, what happened to the noise there? My headphones just went weird. Today's money. How much is that costing you?
Who?
That whole team.
That whole team?
Like, we're just assuming everyone's in their actual peak of their career.
$1 million.
Well, if we go through it, like, Kepa went for 75 million last year. So Casillas has got to be worth at least that.
I'm pretty sure at one point Kepa as well had the worst record for
a Premier League.
Most conceded goals.
So it's got to be at least 75 million for that. The back four, you're looking at 300 million.
You're talking like
the midfield
most expensive defenders. If Van Dijk was 75, most expensive defender in history.
Yeah, and then the midfield three has got to be worth 100 million each.
Basic.
And then the front three, it's probably 200 million.
I think the front three, like, it goes beyond like a number. It's just a noise at this point. It's much money.
How much did Ronaldo go to Juventus for?
Undisclosed, 90. I think.
Was it on 90 odd?
Something like that.
I think that's,
see, when you think about that, right? Football's the only sport in the world, as far as I'm aware, that does undisclosed fees. Why is that? NFL and stuff, like American sports, very transparent. Like, they will tell you down to the last cent how much was spent on this. Why does football hide all the? I know it's corrupt as fuck, right? But undisclosed fees, I don't understand it.
There's probably things maybe about payment deals and agent deals. You could have payment plans. You could have interest rates on these payment plans. Like, what do you count in the actual transfer fee? Is there any player swaps been done in it?
Probably doesn't help that, like, a lot of the clubs are backed by fucking Arab countries. like Saudi Arabia have bought Cristiano Ronaldo. What?
Yeah.
Oh well. That was good, boys. That was a good wee 1-11. I enjoyed that.
I think we'll win quite a lot of games.
Aye. I think like most teams will just like walk out and go, ref.
Yeah.
Bye. We'll call it a day there.
Aye. You can clip that wee team, the 1-11 team, into it.
Yeah.
I'll put it in a wee text box right there. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Send me that and I'll do that as the thumbnail, right? I'm going to play about with this and then I'll send you it, right? See what it looks like.
Right.
Like, oh my god, Cristiano.
1-11.